Okay, hi. Hi, Christine. Introduce yourself first.
Hi, my name is Christine. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Perth, Western Australia.
Okay, I understand that your mother is from Davao City. Um, were you born in Davao or were you born in Australia? How often do you go to the Philippines?
I was born in Western Australia. My mum is from Davao, Mati, and I live in Australia, but I visit Philippines once every 2 years to see my family.
So, when was the last time you were in the Philippines?
November 2011.
Okay. Christine, back home in Australia, what do you do? Do you do modeling? Do you work?
Yeah.
What do you do in general?
So I do a little bit of modelling. I'm working for a large oil and gas company, administrative work. I'm also studying at university. I'm in my final year. I'm going to graduate in July. I'll have a Bachelor of Commerce with a double major in Human Resources and Industrial Relations.
Wow, that seems far off from what you're going to be doing by tomorrow here in Singapore. So how did you get that gig for 1FC?
I was doing a little bit of modelling in Western Australia and then some local ring girl work, and my manager approached me with this job. Victor Kui recognised me and selected me himself to be one of his ring girls.
So,
I was lucky enough to get the job.
So, like for tomorrow, it won't be your first time as a ringer.
Yeah, no, it won't be my first, but it will be with 12,000 people.
Why in Australia? How many people would be in the audience?
A few hundred.
Okay. Here's the obligatory question: don't you get nervous with all these men out there, like hooting and yelling and screaming for your attention and all that?
Yeah, I guess that's part of the job, and it's also part of the fun when you're a ring girl.
Right. Okay. What do you know about mixed martial arts? Are you familiar with the sport? Does it bother you at times? Like sometimes it gets violent with all that blood,
Yeah, sometimes it can be quite gruesome. I'm not sure if I can handle it all of the time, but I'm there to cheer them along.
Okay. So will this be a long gig for you with the 1FC? I understand you're going to be one of the ring girls in Manila.
Yes.
So did you sign a contract with them as a ring girl, or are you going back to Australia after this?
I haven't signed a contract yet. It's still in the process.
Okay. So where does it leave you in your career also? Because are you going to be based in Singapore, or what's gonna happen?
I will be traveling around, following the events,
Okay.
and I think my main base will be targeted at Filipinos.
All right. Are you familiar with Ann Curtis?
No.
Ann Curtis, you're not familiar with Ann Curtis. She's half Australian also, half Filipino, half Australian. She made a name for herself back in the Philippines, and now she's a big star there.
Wow.
Yeah. See, everything about going to showbiz.
Oh, okay, I'll have to look her up.
You ever think about doing showbiz stuff?
Yes, of course, all the time. I guess most girls, when growing up, always want to be an actress or singer.
Okay, I'm going to go back to mixed martial arts in the 1FC.
Yep.
Have you seen any of her previous fights, any of her previous events?
Yes, watch them.
The one in Malay, live or on DVD?
On DVD.
On DVD, okay. Do you have any affinity for the sport? You said, I know that sometimes gets gruesome, but do you like the sport? Do you enjoy watching it?
I do enjoy watching it. It is quite breathtaking for me.
All right. Aside from, I'm going to go back to your Filipino heritage here. Can you speak the vernacular, like Tagalog and all that?
No, I only know a few basic words.
Okay. What about the food and the culture? I know, does your mom cook Filipino food back then?
Absolutely. I love Filipino food. At home, I've always grown up eating Filipino food.
Well, what in particular is your favorite?
Sinigang.
Oh, same here. I love it.
I love the sour. I love it really sour. The more sour, the better.
Right.
Also like adobo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sinigang is my favorite food.
Right. Your father. What does your father do back home?
He's a builder. He has his his own building company.
Wow,
and he's
cool.
From Switzerland.
What about your mother? What does she do in Australia?
She's a carer.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
No, I'm the only one.
Oh, all right then. Okay, my last question is your thoughts about tomorrow. How do you prepare for an event like that? You know, how do you compose yourself? Do you do a bit of training to walk around that ring?
Yeah, we have rehearsals. We have a rehearsal tomorrow night. And most of it's just excitement. Very busy schedule leading up to the event.
No qualms about getting to those tight fitting outfits.
No.
All right.
Hold it in.
Thanks, Christine.